Hello, my name is Ioannis. In this video tutorial we are going to take a step further from the previous video tutorial where we learn how to create wireframes. Once we have created the wireframes, we need to basically save the same document as draft designs. Then we are going to replace the header to draft designs, and we're going to leave everything else as it is. But as we go along now, we are going to generate the draft designs. So what I need to do first of all, I need to right click, select group and ungroup. So all my elements are individual. Next, instead of having menu now, we are going to have home, about, contact, services, and products. We are going to highlight each individual element, and we can actually, let's change the color to purple. I'm just going to change the text to white. Oops. And I'm going to basically leave a gap here, so I'm going to select here, use the Format Painter brush, and I'm just going to highlight the word about. Then I'm going to use the Format Painter brush. This time I'm going to double click it, so I'm going to lock it. I'm going to highlight the word contact, the word services, and the word products. Okay. The next, in fact, let's make this all purple. That's better. And the background color, I'm just going to change this to purple as well. Okay, I can put some hyphens there to separate, or bars to separate the about, the contact, the services, and the products. So this is how the menu would look like. So I'm gonna Control A to highlight all the contents of the menu, Control C to copy. And now I'm going to go to this menu, double click to highlight the word menu, Control V to paste. I'm going to go to the next one, double click on the word menu, Control V to paste, oops, Control V to paste, Control V to paste, and Control V to paste. So now I've got the main menu on all the pages look the same. The next thing we need to do is basically generate a banner. For this, I'm going to use Photopea. I'm going to create a new project, and it's going to be 1600 by 40 by 664. Let's select create, and I'm just going to create a new layer by clicking on the new layer icon here, and I'm just going to hide the bottom layer. Now I'm going to use the gradient tool, click here on the gradient color, and then I'm going to select the black and then change the black to a color that I want. And I'm just going to select here the white sachet and click on the color and change the color to something else that I like. Let's go pink. Let's go here more purple. And here below it, I'm just going to click once to add a new sachet. Click here. I'm just going to put turquoise here. And I'm just going to generate another turquoise color. Or if you change your mind, you can always click and drag downwards. Just going to leave this as it is actually. Click OK. And now I'm going to click and drag diagonally or a straight line, or go a bit like that. So play around a little bit until you're happy with the way it looks. Okay, I'm happy with this. So next, what we are going to do is add the text. click here, and I'm just gonna add the text of my the website name. So I'm just gonna call this tech guy. I'm gonna click on the text layer here on the little white box. I'm gonna change the font style to a different style. Let's click and drag on the right or on the left to increase and reduce the size. Let's go back again. Let's find a font that I'm happy with. Let's scroll a little bit. I'm happy with this. No, actually, let's put something a bit more solid. Yeah, maybe that one. Yeah. Okay, so now we are going to apply some gradient on this text. So by double clicking on the gray area next to the text layer 2, we're going to generate the layer style window. We are going to select gradient overlay. We are going to select the gradient, and we are going to basically do pretty much similar to what we did before. Just going to select this color. Let's click OK. Just going to click below to create a new sachet. Click here. Let's change the color. Something else. Let's make it this color. Click OK. And if we click here, select different color. Let's make it a bit pinky. That's better. Let's click OK. And click OK again. Now we are going to apply some outer glow. Make sure you select, make sure you don't just tick on the box, make sure you select the text. We are going to select here the color. Let's make this pink. Let's click OK. Let's spread this a little bit, increase the size. And let's apply some noise. Let's increase the opacity. Let's increase the size a little bit. Spread a bit, little more. Actually, no. Let's make it a bit less. Okay. So I'm happy with this. Let's click OK. Let's use the move tool here. Let's move this further down. What I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new layer now. And then click and drag the layer below it. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use, let's use the brush tool here. And with the brush tool selected, let's use a different color. Let's make it pink. What we need to do now is basically make sure the opacity is 100%. Let's change the brush size. Now, a good way to increase the brush size is by selecting the square bracket on the keyboard, or the opening square bracket and closing square bracket. You increasing or reducing the size of the brush. And I'm just gonna click and drag this like that. Let's go to filters. Let's select blur. Let's select Gaussian blur. Let's increase the size a little bit. That's better. Let's click OK. And let's bring the opacity down a little bit, maybe. Yeah. Let's move this a little bit to the side there. Oops. Control Z to undo if you accidentally pick up the next layer. So let's do that again. Okay. In fact, we'll leave it as it is there. Alright. So I'm quite happy with this. So I'm going to go to File, select Save as PSD for further editing in the future. Just going to call this my tech guy banner. And now I'm gonna export this as PNG or JPEG. Let's do a JPEG. Let's click OK. And let's minimize this now. Let's go to the downloads. And I'm just gonna right click here, select copy. Click on my banner, delete the word banner, Control V to paste. Now I've got my banner there. Just gonna increase the size here. Alright, so I've got my main menu, I've got my banner, so picture of the company, of the shop. So for this, I can actually go to a website called Envato Elements, and I can actually search for photos. Let's type computer shop. Computer shop. So find a picture of your choice. We're going to right click this picture here. We're going to select Save Image As. And I'm just going to call this computer shop. Now this is, remember, this is only draft designs, so this is what I always do with the client, and then once the client has confirmed the designs and the pictures, then I purchase the pictures. So let's go now to Photopea. Let's go to File, select Open. Let's select this picture. Let's change the export this as JPEG. Okay, so we have computer shop as JPEG. So we're gonna delete that one here. Let's go back to here, copy the JPEG picture, go here, Control V to paste. So we have the JPEG picture. You can always double click here and put a style. Just gonna leave this as it is for now. And the About Us text, we're just gonna put the company is, let's put this ... We can get the company information later on. Let's put some information here. Thank you for visiting our website. We have been trading since 2024, and then you can put some dots here. Now you can highlight the text and we can make this left align. The rest of the information will be provided by the customer. Let's get the banner now. Control C to copy the banner. Let's double click here, delete, delete, and then Control V to paste. Let's make sure that we have the banner consistent on every single page. Okay, for the newsletter, we need to basically apply newsletter template. So for that one, we can actually create one in Photopea again. So let's go back to Photopea. Let's go to File, select New, and let's create one by, I'll say, 500 pixels by 400 pixels. Because this, let's go back to our template, it's not full square. Let's, in fact, it's 500 pixels by 250. create. Yeah, that's similar there. So let's put a new text here. Control V to paste. Control A to select the text. Let's reduce the size. We can leave the default font as the banner and the logo. So we have the newsletter here. Then we're gonna put here a box. Let's use the rectangle here. We are going to click and drag. Let's change the background color to gray maybe. Let's reduce the color gray. Let's make it a bit more lighter. That's better. Let's put a stroke as well. Let's put a black stroke. Or we can put a pink stroke. Let's increase the size of the stroke. Let's make it 5. Let's put a text here. Put email. Let's highlight this text, make the font size smaller. Let's put this further down. Let's put a submit button. Corner radius. Let's put some radius here. Oops. We can increase the radius here. Yeah, that's better. And let's change the fill color to maybe, let's put this here. Turquoise there. Let's put text here. We're gonna say sign up. Sign up. Let's click here, use the free transform tool from the edit menu, reduce the width. So if I hold the shift key down, I will be able to actually just reduce the width. If I don't hold the shift key down, reduce the whole shape. So let's use the move tool now to move the text where appropriate. So now I'm gonna put some instructions. So I'm just gonna put some text here. I'm just gonna change the font style to something that is easy for people to read. For example, I can type Arial. I'll just go to the top, find Arial. Let's go to the find here. Well, Tahoma. We don't have Tahoma here. Let's find something plain. Okay, no Arial, no Tahoma. In Photopea. Let's select Abel. Please sign up to, please add your email address in order to sign. Let's Control A. Let's reduce the size a little bit. In order to sign up to our newsletter. Let's click on the white box here on the layers. Let's increase the font size, not too much. So let's use the move tool, enough basically to display the information. Let's highlight now these elements and bring them further up. If we select the message, we can always change the, let's use the text tool, change, okay, let's change the style again to something else. We have bold, now we have italic. Let's find a font where we can actually change it. There's a bold there, okay. Extra bold, that's better. But we will need to reduce a little bit the size. Okay, so this will do. So this is my newsletter section. So I'm just gonna File, select Save as PSD. The PSD file will enable us to edit this further. So newsletter. Let's go to File, Export as JPEG. So now I can actually minimize this, copy the newsletter, go back to my draft designs, remove the word newsletter, I put this there. So that's my, again, draft designs. So news, I could actually have news story there. Let's go back to Photopea. And I'm going to change the text, double click here on newsletter to news. And let's delete that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. And our new website is now available. You can browse and buy our products and services. So I'm gonna go to File, select Save as PSD. It's gonna call this news. I'm gonna go to File, select Export as, and select JPEG. Let's minimize this now. I'm gonna go to folder again, select News, right click, select Copy. Double click here, let's remove the word news, Control V to paste, these are news. Now popular products, we can actually put here a list of products. So let's go back to Envato Elements. Let's put computer. Let's put, in fact we can go online and search for popular products, so HP laptops. We're promoting Hewlett Packard here, so we can click on that one here. Let's right click, select copy image, we can go here, select control, oops, let's delete popular, that's services, let's put popular products, Control V to paste. Let's find something else now. Let's promote another company for free. So let's put Dell laptops images. Let's put that one here. Copy image. Let's go back here. Control V to paste. Let's put the mouse cursor there. Let's Control Enter. Let's Control Z to undo. Let's make sure that the pictures, let's double click on the pictures, and let's make sure that the pictures, come on. No tag. Okay, it's not showing me the option there. Okay, let's delete the pictures again. Let's try again. Control V to paste, and let's apply the picture image here. Let's double click here. Why the option is not there? Let's put this like that. I'm just gonna Control V to paste, or hold the Control key down to generate another text value here, so we can actually have, in fact, no, I'm not gonna do that. Let's make this a bit smaller. And then place the mouse cursor there. Shift Enter will give me a single line space, and I'm gonna type here Dell. Let's double click here. Let's reduce the font size. So now I'm gonna hold the rectangle here, select it, hold the Control and the Shift key down, replicate this one more time, and one more time. Okay, so now we can put all the laptops here. So let's go back here. We'll put HP. Copy image. Delete that one. Control V to paste. Let's make this picture a bit smaller. Type here HP. Copy this. Oops. Control Z. Control C to copy. Control V to paste. So we have remember this draft design. So for the services we can do the same thing. Let's remove that. Let's hold the Shift key down and make sure we select these options here. Hold the Control and the Shift key down to basically raise this up. Screen replacement. So let's put this a bit smaller. Laptop screen replacement. Laptop batteries. No battery. Laptop repairs. Let's go to mobile phones. Mobile iPhone. Let's put iPhone. Let's promote iPhone now. iPhone screen repair. Let's copy that. Copy this image. Let's Control V to paste. Oops. Let's Control Z to undo. Let's go back to the image. So this is eBay. Let's copy this picture. No, we're not going to copy this picture because this is from a seller. Let's go get a picture from Venture for Apple. Apple, because we're promoting Apple. They're not going to sue us. Oops, let's put apple.com. Let's go for iPhone. Let's copy the image. Mobile phone repairs. We can put here tablet repairs. So tablet repairs. Let's remove the picture. Let's go back to the iPhone, Apple Store. Let's go for iPads. Let's copy this image. Control V to paste. Okay, and then for the footer, let's use the same color as this, so we have the purple. Let's use purple and white text, and we're gonna say copyright protected by your name. So we're gonna highlight all this, Control C to copy. Double click for the footer, Control V to paste, actually with the highlighter. So let's copy the, let's highlight all this, Control C to copy, Control V to paste, double click here, Control V to paste, double click here, Control V to paste, and let's double click here, Control V to paste. So we have the footer on all of the pages in the right way. So the picture here, Control C to copy, can also go here, Control V to paste. This text here, Control C to copy, Control V to paste can go there. And then we can put further text. Let's put here text. Let's highlight this, Control C to copy, Control V to paste. Oops. Control Z to undo. Control C to copy, Control V to paste. I have no idea why he's doing this. Let's Control Z. Let's delete that. Let's copy this, I'll leave this there. So, okay, that's better. Okay. So have the text. So the home page is done. The About Us page is done. Let's go now to the Contact Us page. So we need a Contact Us form. So let's go back to Photopea. Let's go to File and select Open. let's open our newsletter, because we have the button here and we have the fields. So let's go to image, let's canvas size, let's increase the height, let's make the height 900 pixels, let's click OK. Let's delete the background color, so right click and select delete. Okay, let's add a new layer, let's click and drag it downward below anything else, and let's change the background color to something a bit more fancy. Okay. Let's use the move tool, let's bring this to the top. I'm going to call this Contact Us. We're going to bring this up here, and we're going to replace that to read please complete the following. Oops, what happened there? Let's Control Z to undo. Let's delete this. Please complete the following form in order to contact us. So now I'm gonna hold the Shift key and select these two layers, so that one and that one, so I can actually lift them up at the same time. So I need the email address. Let's bring this bit here so I've got them together. So I'm just gonna double click here to call this email. Excuse me. I'm gonna hold the Shift key down to highlight these two elements, layers. So I'm gonna right click and select duplicate layers. So I've got duplication of these layers now. So I can actually bring this further down. If I hold the Shift key down, it's going to be right below it. I'm going to change the text here to read name. I'm just going to put here name. I'm going to click on the name once, hold the Shift key down, click on the name for the text, right click, duplicate, so I've got another copy now, and bring this down. Oops, I'll select Control Z to undo. So I'm going to select that one, hold the Shift key down, select this layer, and now I can actually use the arrow keys on my keyboard to bring this further down. I'm just going to change the text value here to read message. And I'm just going to double click here to change that to message. So now, as you can see, the text of the message is not good. So if I click on the first box here, hold the Shift key down, click on that one and on that one, and then use the arrow keys on my keyboard. Oops, I did Control Z to undo. Hold the Shift key down. Let's select that one as well. Then use the arrow keys on the right arrow key on my keyboard. So I've got now everything in place. So I'm just going to select the email and the name by holding the Shift key down. I'm highlighting these two layers. Use the right arrow on the keyboard. Okay, to bring it there. Now, if I want to make sure that everything is in proportion, I'm going to select View, select Rulers. Let's click and drag a ruler here. That's better. So as you can see now, the email and the message is alright, but the name isn't. So I'm clicking on the name now. Oops. Let's deselect the email. So make sure you select only the name layer, and we can actually use the right arrow key to bring this to the right. So next I need to make this button here, sorry, this section here a bit taller. So I'm going to use the rectangle shape. Then I'm going to go to Edit, select Free Transform. And then I'm just going to click and drag while I'm holding. Let's Control Z to undo. Let's go again to Edit, Free Transform. I'm going to click and drag while I'm holding the Shift key down. If I don't hold the Shift key down, what will happen is this. Control Z to undo. However, if I go back to Edit, Free Transform, if I hold the Shift key down while I'm clicking and dragging, we'll be able to actually increase the size of the height only. Okay, so now this is done. I'm just gonna select the Enter key on the keyboard to register the shape. Now I'm going to use the Move tool, click on the Sign Up text, and click here to submit. Let's use the Move tool again. Let's move the submit where it needs to be. So now I've done this, I can actually reduce the height. So let's use the crop tool, which is that one here. Let's click and drag to crop the picture. That's better. Press the Enter key to register your crop. So now I'm gonna go to File, Save as PSD. We'll say Contact Us. Then I'm gonna go to File, select Export as JPEG. Save. So I'm gonna minimize this now. I'm gonna remove the word contact form, and then I'm just gonna go here, copy the image, and then paste the picture here. Okay, so for popular products and services, I can delete this. I can go above here, hold the Shift key down to highlight the services and the products. Take your time to highlight all of them. Control C to copy. Just going to place my mouse cursor here, double click that. Control V to paste. Let's click and drag them downwards. That's better. Okay, so I've got my home page, I've got the About Us page, I've got the Contact Us page is done now. So now for the services, so let's delete that. So I've got 4 here. So I'm just going to copy this, paste this down, Control C to copy, Control V to paste, Control C to copy, Control V to paste. So I'm highlighting the service that I have before here. Control V to paste. And for the pictures, I can remove the text, select the picture, place the picture here, increase the size, click on the picture, paste the picture, increase the size, copy on the picture, Control V to paste, increase the size or reduce the size appropriate, and the same with the tablets. Okay, let's bring this further up. Let's click on this box here. Let's bring it closer. Okay, so I've got the services. Now I need to do the products. So what I can do, I can actually select this, delete the products page, click on the services, Control C to copy, because everything is grouped from before, Control V to paste, and here I've got Dell, HP, let's delete that one and that one, Control C to copy, Control V to paste, Control C to copy, Control V to paste. Let's remove that, backspace, Dell. This is the first draft design, it's completed. So now to make sure I'm going to produce the final designs, so I'm just going to make sure that I'm going to save these draft designs. Then I'm going to go to File, select Save As, Browse, and I'm just going to call this Final Designs. And now as final designs, we are going to go back to Photopea. I quite like this background here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go to File, select Save as PSD, and I'm just going to call this Menu. I'm going to make some modifications here. So I'm just going to use the Move tool. Let's delete this layer, contact layer. I'm just pressing the delete key on my keyboard. So this needs to go, this needs to go. I'm just going to leave one of the texts here. Let's delete that, let's delete that. Okay, let's delete. In fact, we can leave this as it is, submit. Let's delete this text and let's delete this text. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to increase the canvas size or image size. So let's make this 1200 width, and the height, we're going to change the height in a minute. So let's delete that one here. Let's highlight the button. So Control minus zoom in out, Control plus to zoom in. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to use the crop tool just to reduce the height. That will do, enter. So I need to change the text here to read home. Let's put it in the middle. I'm gonna highlight it, please put it there. Let's Control plus to zoom in. So now I'm gonna highlight both shapes by holding the Shift key down, right click, select duplicate layers. So I'm gonna click and drag while I'm holding the Shift key down. I'm just gonna change the text value here to about. I'm gonna hold the Shift key down and highlight both of these layers. Right click, select duplicate layers. Hold the Shift key down, click and drag. Okay, let's click and drag the about as well here. Let's double click here. We're going to just call this contact. As you can see, this the size of the background shape is not as big, so we're going to select the background shape and we're going to go to Edit, Free Transform. I'm going to hold the Shift key down and click and drag. If you don't hold the Shift key down, what happens is this. You don't want that. You want to hold the Shift key down while you're doing that. Then we are going to hold the Shift key to highlight these two layers. Right click and then select duplicate layers. I'm gonna click and drag while I'm holding. Oops. then duplicate layers, contact. Yeah, let's highlight these two layers. In fact, you can use the arrow keys on the keyboard. If you hold the shift key down and use the right arrow key, you can flick through quicker. So I'm just going to change that to services. Services. Oops. This is, and I'm going to do the same here. Right click, duplicate layers, use the right arrow key on the keyboard. By holding the shift key, you can flick through quicker. Products. Okay. So now what I need to do is make sure that I've got the center of each button. So if I click on the move tool, select this button here, and then use the edit free transform. Let's zoom in. Use the space bar to flick through. Okay, so we are on the home button now. If I use now the ruler, I place it right in the middle because I've selected the shape. I'm going to press the enter key now. This time I'm going to select the text home. In fact, let's select the background here as well again. Let's go to edit, free transform. So now I'm going to use the top ruler. So I know exactly where the middle is. So I'm going to press the enter key now. Now I'm going to select my text by clicking once. Use the, if you select the text and your text is not selected, make sure you check this box, auto select. I'm going to go to edit, free transform, and I can actually now use the right arrow keys on my keyboard and open down to basically place the text exactly in the middle. Now, sometimes it's not going to be right in the middle. You can always zoom in to be more precise. Yeah, you cannot be exactly. So I'm going to put it into the bottom right corner here, so I can keep consistency. So I'm picky now. So I'm going to hold this, the space bar. Now I'm going to click on the press the enter key. I'm going to click on this shape now. Let's go to edit, free transform. So the center of this button is, let's put this ruler here, there, enter. I'm going to select the about text. I'm going to go to edit, free transform. As you can see, it's quite offset. Let's put it there, enter. I'm going to hold the space bar, click and drag to the side. I'm just going to click on my background first. I'm just going to go to edit again, free transform. As you can see, it's quite repetitive, so I'm going to find the center. The height I don't have to worry about because they all are in the same height, because I was working based on the shift key before, if you remember. And now I'm going to select the enter key. I'm going to select the text, use the edit free transform. Let's move this to the right. That's better. Enter. So I'm going to use the space bar again. Go to the next one. Click here. Edit, free transform. Let's bring the ruler here. Enter. I'm going to select the text. Edit, free transform. Oops. There, this will do. Enter. Use the space bar again. Click here, edit, free transform, click and drag it, and enter. I'm going to select the text, edit, free transform. Let's bring this down. I will do, enter. Okay, now I know, control minus, now I know all my buttons are in the right place. I'm going to select the crop tool and let's reduce now the header. Okay, in fact, no, I'm not. Just gonna highlight that. Let's press escape because this is 1200. Let's bring this right in the middle. So before I do this, I need to create a new layer. Let's bring this new layer below it. I'm just gonna call this background. I'm gonna use the gradient tool. Let's click and drag. That's better. I'm going to use the move tool now. With the gradient tool selected, I need to make sure, let's remove all these rulers. We don't need them anymore. Click and drag them away. Okay. So what I need to do is find out the center of this background. So I'm going to go to Edit, Free Transform. Let's use a ruler here. So this is the center. So now I'm going to press the Enter key. I'm going to highlight now, select the first shape here and hold the Shift key down and click on the top layer. So I'm highlighting all the layers apart from the background layer. Now I'm going to go to Edit, select Free Transform. And now I can actually see the center. I'm going to use the Shift key and the right key on the keyboard. Now I'm releasing the Shift key. So this is about right. So I'm right in the middle now. Press the Enter key. So I've got the main menu now. So I'm going to go to File, select Save, because I already saved as main menu before. Menu. I'm going to go to File, Export, and select JPEG. Select Save. Let's minimize this. So this is the final designs. So I'm going to delete this and delete this box as well. So let's go to the images, Control C to copy, Control V to paste. So I'm going to double click here and change that to in front of text. So this is my main menu. So I'm going to Control C to copy this now. I'm going to select this, Control V to, select this ugly menu, Control V to paste. So I'm deleting the ugly menu and put the new one that I've created. So delete, Control V to paste. Delete, Control V to paste. Let's delete that one. Control V to paste. You can always use the arrow keys on the keyboard if you're struggling. Okay, so the main menu now is changed. You can make some further changes here as well. So you can change the footer. Let's change the footer. So let's go back to here. Let's click and drag here to close all the other layers. So we only have the background layer here. I'm gonna go to File, select Export as JPEG. Call it menu 1. In fact, let's save this as File, Save as PSD. Just gonna call it background footer. Now I'm gonna go to File, select Export as JPEG. That's better. So now I'm gonna go here. In fact, let's put copyright protected. Let's go highlight the text. Control C to copy. Let's put some text here. Control V to paste. Let's select the text layer here. Let's use the text layer. Let's change the font color to white. Let's go to Edit, Free Transform. Let's increase the size. It's another way to change the size. Now we know where the middle is. We can always use the right arrow key to bring this right in the middle. That's better. I'm going to go to File, Save, File, Export as JPEG. So that's the footer. Let's go back here. Select the background footer here. Let's copy this. Let's remove the ugly footer here. And let's double click here. And then let's change that to in front of text. Let's put this there. Control C to copy. Let's delete that one. Control V to paste. Let's break it down. Let's select that one. Control V to paste. Let's bring this here. Let's delete that one. Control V to paste. You can use the arrow keys on the keyboard so you have more control. Let's use that one here. Control V to paste. Okay, so the footer is replaced now. So here you could put extra text. You can replace these pictures to make it look a bit better. So you can put here, say for instance, Asus, and you can put, let's think of another company, Sony, maybe. Okay. So this is how you create the final designs. So I'm just going to click Save, and this is done. It's ready for the customer to confirm that he or she is happy with the designs that he have done, the draft and the final designs. Now, in the next video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to convert the pictures we created into images where you will be able to actually apply into your HTML page. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.